It's finally happening. An NHL insider dropped a major hint on Nick Robertson's status going into this season. Plus, everybody is about to be shocked by Mitch Marner, and this is why. I'm going to break it all down for you guys coming up on this episode of Hat Trick HQ. But before we get into it, we got to say that 71% of you guys watching these videos aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you want to keep up to date on everything surrounding the NHL heading into this season, make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. But with that said, let's jump right into the first topic of the video today, which is Marner ready to shock everyone. And yes, this has been a big question mark in Toronto throughout this whole offseason and at the end of last season is, will Mitch Marner be that guy for Toronto? Earlier in the offseason, we talked about trade reports that they were looking to ship him out because he was the scapegoat of the Leafs, poor success in the playoffs. But now we got some insight here from Elliot Friedman on why Mitch Marner is going to have a great season. This is what he had to say here. He said, right now, he is in Colorado training with McKinnon and Sid the Kid. That's right, two of the greatest to ever do it. Two of the greatest of this past generation. Sidney Crosby and Nathan McKinnon. He is in training mode with them right now. I'm sure they're building up some chemistry for that upcoming Four Nations tournament coming up during this season. They also go on to say here that he's focused on entering the upcoming season in top form. They also say, his training partners are a glimpse into the future, or more simply part of the Team Canada preparation. But they also go on to say here that given, his contract being up, he's looking for an extension. Now, learning from the likes of McKinnon and Crosby during this offseason, this guy's going to be in top form. He is going to be a great player, and he's going to shock everyone. Mitch Marner, I'm calling it right now, he is going to have his first 100-point season here in Toronto this season, because every contract year, the player has the best year of their career. It's just how it works out, and it just seems like that's what it's going to be right now. They say here, obviously, he's ready to prove himself, carry a chip on his shoulder in the 24-25 season. This could be a signal of an exciting year for fans of the All-Star winger, who seem poised for a breakout campaign amid all the contract talk, and that's 100% true. I know I've been vocal here on the channel in the past about how, I think Mitch Marner was wrongfully done in the playoffs. Everybody, put it on to him, but it wasn't just onto him about why the Leafs didn't have success in the playoffs. It ultimately fell onto him, which I don't think was right, because I think Marner is a great player. Yes, maybe he definitely didn't have the best playoffs. I'm not saying that he was a great player in the playoffs or anything, but, it doesn't ultimately fall back onto one player. It falls back upon the team, and I think he's going to take away from this situation about being the scapegoat and just take that and carry it into this season of him just trying to be that guy, trying to prove to the fans, prove to the organization that he can get it done. And he's going to get it done for extra money. He wants to get more money. He wants to prove that he's worth this $11 million contract or more, whatever his extension is going to be. So we're going to see a great season from Mitch Marner. I'm saying right now, I'm going to put him at over 100 points easily. I think this is what he's going to do this year. Training with players like this, just having that extra edge, not just of, in the contract year, but being the guy who was hated on the most during the Leafs elimination. That's going to help him ball it up and just be a tremendous player, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do for this Toronto Maple Leafs team. Just prove the haters wrong, prove that this is why they didn't trade me, and this is why you shouldn't want me traded. I think this is going to be a great season for Mitch Marner. I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. We're going to get into the second topic, and yes, Robertson staying in Toronto, and I mean, like I said, this is something we have talked about forever, it seems like. What is going to happen with Nick Robertson? I mean, we've been talking about it a lot. We just talked about it a couple days ago where he seemed like he still wanted to be traded. He still didn't want to be a part of this team. But we got a whole other contradiction to this today from NHL insider Darren Dreger. This is what he had to say. He said, I believe they're going to get something done and that Nick Robertson will return to the Maple Leafs. They also say here that Robertson has spoken with new head coach Craig Berube. Berube has assured him that there's nothing but opportunity for him on the Maple Leafs. He also says he'd be given a shot with the Leafs on the left wing, no doubt about it. Darren Dreger also said it sounds like he's leaning more towards recognizing what he has in Toronto and making the best of the situation. And I love this because since day one, since the Robertson trade, debacle has unfolded in Toronto, I've been saying you do not want to get rid of this guy for a third, fourth, fifth round pick, whatever you get for him, because he's just too good. You got something good there, and you got to try to, talk to him and try to make him stay in Toronto because he wants to be a great player. And if you got a player who wants to be a great player and wants to be successful for your team, you can't let him go. And I'm very happy to hear that Darren Dreger thinks there's going to be something done, because now him having that conversation with the new coach and Craig Berube saying there's lots of opportunity for him on that left wing position in that third line. It's got to reassure him a little bit, because obviously things haven't been super hot for Nick Robertson in Toronto. He's been lacking minutes when Sheldon Keefe was there. It just seemed like he wasn't a Keefe guy. But now hearing from Darren Dreger that Berube thinks Nick Robertson is a Berube guy, that's got to give him some extra confidence and give him some, an extra edge to say, yeah, I can get into this lineup. I don't want to be traded. I want to prove that I should be in this lineup. I should be in one of the best lineups in hockey on the Toronto Maple Leafs. And this is great. I love this. I think Nick Robertson is going to be an outstanding player. I think he's one season away from just breaking out and being a great goal scorer in this league, and giving him up for a third, second round pick, whatever it was, to let him go on to a San Jose to become a 30, 40 goal scorer would sting a lot. So now you're looking like you're going to get to keep him. He's only 22. He has lots of years to grow. He's not even into his prime yet. I think this guy's going to be a key piece of the future of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'm just very glad that it is looking like he's going to stay in. I really do hope he gets the opportunity. I hope these aren't false promises, and I really hope we get to see Nick Robertson in this lineup come the start of the season. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that down below. What do you think? Would you rather see him stay? Would you rather see him traded? Love to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. We're going to get into everybody's favorite topic here, which is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to Joy. Joy says, I love Jake McCabe. Shout out to you, Joy. Really appreciate seeing your comment on last video. I love Jake McCabe too. I really want to see him extended in Toronto. I think he'd be, it would just be such a great piece for the future for Toronto. He's a fun, exciting player to watch on that blue line. And shout out to you, Joy, for showing your support here on the channel. If you guys enjoyed this one, make sure down below, hit that like button. It helps push these videos out to all the NHL fans on YouTube. Also, comment on the video. You might be featured on the next comment of the day, just like Joy was today. And subscribe to the channel. We're on the road for 5,000 subscribers here before the season starts. So if you're not subscribed already, want to stay up to date on everything that's happening heading into this season, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to check out that video we did the other day talking about Nick Robertson and saying he still wants to be traded, it'll be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host, KC. We'll catch you in the next one.